Hello! Thank you for joining Only in Sedona Yoga for this Hatha vinyasa to restorative flows. These gentle flows are basic and perfect for yogis of all levels, including beginners and those using their program as part of their healing therapy. Please take a few moments to gather any props you might like to use and mentally enter your sanctuary of yoga as we prepare to talk to our mats. Okay, beautiful yogi. Please take an easy Sukhasana seat on your mat. Bring one hand to your heart and the other to your navel. Close your eyes as we're going to begin our practice by taking 3 deep breaths together as you use this quiet time to enter your mental sanctuary of yoga and form a private intention for your practice. Empty your lungs and inhale 2, 3, 4 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Please take 2 more breaths on your own. And on the tail of your next exhale, open those beautiful eyes. Bring your hands to your knees, and let's get a little more mobility by rotating our torsos 3 times one way. Pausing here and taking it the other way. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath of air, feeling that sun, it feels glorious. And then rotate out those wrists so that if you choose to hop back, I won't be, but if you want to, they're ready to support your weight. Bring yourself to all fours. We're going to do a series of 4 or 5 cat-cows as we unite our breath-body movement. Inhaling as you sink to cow, and exhaling as you round to cat. And as you move with your breath and breathe and open up your body, I want to remind you that I am only your guide. These workouts are for you to use in your healing, so if you need to modify a pose or exit out early and take a Sukhasana seated position or child's pose, please feel empowered to do that, my friend. Your practice is all about your personal empowerment. I'll guide you through the moves, but you don't have to hold any that your body says just aren't right for you on any given day. And come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Lift yourself up into your first down dog of the day, and let's take a few moments to get comfortable. So bend your knees, lift your fanny a bit taller, drop your heels. Your next inhale bends that right knee as the left heel extends towards the earth. And then your next breath switches. And continue walking out your dog like that for a few breaths. Uniting your breath-body movement, which is called a vinyasa. And with your next inhale, lift on both heels and drop them both down. Give me a nice breath here in your down dog, please. And you can smile inside as you let it all go as you exhale. And then just start taking a nice morning stroll right towards the front of your mat, bringing your arms to cross, tick-tocking it out as you gently open those hamstrings. And then release those arms, soften your knees as you round yourself up to standing, coming to stand tall at the front of your mat in your Tadasana mountain pose. Your palms come up and touch, and then bring your hands to heart center and focus here on your posture for a moment. Your knees are soft, shoulders down and back, slight tuck in the pelvis, invisible string lifting you taller. Feel your connection with the earth beneath you mindfully as you speak out loud your intention, or you can borrow mine if you like. I talk to my mat to remind myself I choose who I want to be. And with that, beautiful, take a nice deep breath in here. Look at that sky if you can. The sun's not in your eyes. And as you exhale, walk it down to a forward fold. Now you can place a block in front of you. You can hold on to your calves or ankles, or bring your hands to the mat, whichever works for your body. Exhale fully, and then inhale to a flat spine. And as you exhale, step yourself back to a plank, the top of a push-up. You're nice and strong here. Feel your core muscles engage. You always have the option to bring your knees to the mat to chaturanga. Otherwise, shoulders slightly forward as you keep those elbows in. Feel your strength as you hover here for a moment. And then push up into a cobra or an up dog. Look over both shoulders. Feeling the back open up. And then your options here, beautiful, are either pushing back through all fours or simply tucking your toes to come into your down dog, where you'll meet me for a breath or two. Your next inhale lifts that left leg up. You can do a full split, or you might be here just as high as you need to lift it to pull that leg all the way through with your next exhale, planting that foot between your palms. Pivot your back foot to 45 degrees. Cartwheel your body up into a beautiful warrior two. Hold here for a few minutes as you feel the strength, those big muscles of your legs engage. Try to get your front thigh as close to parallel, but if you're up here and that's what your body says is okay, that's where you stay. Your next inhale lifts you up front and center. Your next exhale brings you down to a wide leg. We're not going to stay here long. Your very next inhale lifts you to a flat spine. Your very next exhale moves you to a low lunge at the back of your mat. Once you get here, open it up into a twisted lunge, stretching, breathing, reaching through all points of the body. We're going to be going into a little balance next. So you might want to grab a chair or a wall. As you bring that top arm down, move that front foot back an inch or two, and propel yourself up into your warrior three. You can keep your hands on the earth, or if you want to take a balance, you can. We're going to do more balance in a minute. Bring that back leg down, and as you come up, start to get that external rotation on that hip. You have the option to take your tree here against the lower part of your leg, or lift it up, place that foot against your thigh, come into the tree balance on the back of your mat. Hold it here and breathe. Find your inner stillness. And if you wiggle, if you wobble, it's okay. Get back up. And when you're ready, exit out with control, stepping back about 3 feet and pivoting that back foot to 45 degrees. Stick out that hip as you open your arms. Helicopter your body. You might want to have a block here. We're going to go into our revolve triangle. So if you're using a block, you're right here. If you want to take it down, you're here. You might even be holding up here on your thigh. That's okay too. Whichever option works for your body today. Take a deep breath in where you are. And as you exhale, walk it all the way back around to the front of your mat, coming into that low lunge here. Open up into that twisting lunge, reaching through all points of the body before bringing that arm down, stepping that leg back through your chaturanga into your cobra or up dog. Exhaling to your down dog, where you join me for a breath or two and catch up if you need to. And let's take that deep breath with an exhale, smile, and sigh. So your next inhale, breathe in deep. Exhale, let it all go. As you walk it on forward to the front of your mat, first surrendering to your forward fold, and then gracefully rounding it up with soft knees, looking up as those palms touch, bringing your palms back to heart center. Stop here for a mindful pause. Explore how that work felt in your body. Maybe feel the difference between the two sides. And we're going to get that all on the right. Your next inhale reaches those arms up. Palms touch. Your next exhale takes it down to your forward fold. An inhale lifts you to a flat spine. And an exhale steps you on back to your plank. Drop your knees if you wish, or just chaturanga into your cobra or up dog before meeting me in your down dog, where you hang out here for a breath or two. Feel free to smile and sigh. Your next inhale lifts that right leg up now. Your next exhale brings it through, placing it between the feet. Pivot that back foot to 45. Cartwheel up into that strong warrior 2. Hold here for a few breaths. Feel your leg strength. And then your next inhale brings you up to center. Exhaling to a wide leg just for one breath. We're not hanging out long here. Inhaling back up to a flat spine before walking yourself to a low lunge at the back of your mat. Open that up to your twist. Reaching through all points of that body. And then bring that top arm down. Slide that front foot back. Step into your warrior 3. Hold your balance here. Now I'm going to try this challenge. I may or may not succeed. I invite you to try it too. If you don't want to put your foot down in between, just start bringing it in. See if you can't raise yourself up without putting that foot down, and come into your tree. It's so much easier when I'm not talking. But if you wiggle, if you wobble, it's okay. Work at your level, and if you need that wall or chair, you take it. Come out with control. Stepping back about 3 feet. Foot at 45 degrees. Arms out. Hip out. Helicopter that body. Slide that arm down the sleigh. Grab your block if you like for your revolved triangle. And hold here for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, come on up out of this one, nice and wide. Exhaling to a wide leg, holding on to the outside of that foot. Open up here just for a minute. Before walking it around, big walk all the way to the front of your mat. Ending in that low lunge on the front, where you open up again. Nice stretch through all points of the body. And then bring that top arm down. Step it back through plank, through chaturanga, into your up dog. Exhaling to down dog. And hang out here and breathe with me, please. And your next exhale begins walking you forward to the front of your mat. Your next exhale surrenders you down. Your next inhale rolls you up. Looking up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Pause here again for a mindful moment. How does your body feel after all that work? We're going to flow our way down to our restorative poses. Take a moment here to reconnect with your intention. Remember, the ideal pace of breath is to breathe in for about 3 or 4 and exhale for about 4 or 5. And with that, beautiful, take your next inhale, your arms come up overhead. As you exhale, walk it down into that forward fold. Inhale to your flat spine. And as you exhale, step it back to plank. We're going to go into a wide leg child's pose next. So take those knees out towards the edges of your mat. Toes in. We'll be holding each of these poses for about 2 minutes. So when you're ready, sink on back into your child's pose and focus on your breath. When you're ready, beautiful, gently bring yourself up out of this one. Bring your knees to one side and then just take them around. We're going to go into our seated forward fold next. If you have a nice big squishy pillow, you can lay it here against your belly. It feels so good. If you have a strap or a towel, you can use it for little bit of extra pull, but you don't want to yank too hard. Or you can just collapse. Either way, lift tall. Lean forward as you hinge from the hips first, and then find your forward fold. Either here, maybe holding the outside of your feet, collapsed over your pillow, or just a gentle pull. 2 minutes. And when you're ready, beautiful, start to release out of this one. Place your strap to the side. We're going to counter stretch this a little differently. Coming into a series of 3 cat-cows and then transitioning to our Sphinx. So inhale as you sink into cow. Exhale, round to cat. Give me 2 more just like that, please. Back to your neutral spine. Gently bring yourself forward. Come on down onto your elbows. Taking Sphinx for 2 minutes. You might want to put a pillow here along your belly for support. You can take a block, place it against your head if your neck tends to get tired. Or if you need more stretch, you can take it up to heel. Breathe and listen to your body, yogi. Gently come up out of this one. Beautiful. Push yourself up. And before we go into our supine stretches, we're going to throw in a cobbler's pose here. So come up to sit. Place the palms of your feet together. You can interlace your fingers, but I don't want you to yank. Just kind of rest your hands. Sit up nice and tall. You can use your hands to elongate that spine. And then come on forward to your personal range of motion. Breathe here for 2 minutes. Very gently come on up out of this one. We're going to turn it to lie back. So turn yourself on your mat. Sure you have plenty of room. Support yourself behind your thighs. Slowly lower yourself back. From here, we're going to go into our 2 final stretches. Starting with supine pigeon, cross right over left. Reach underneath. And hold here and breathe. Now if you want to take the hands away and just use the strength of your legs, that's fine. If you feel enough of a stretch right here, that's fine. Just don't press on the delicate knee joint. That's the only thing you want to avoid. When you're ready, gently lower that bottom leg to the earth. Let that top leg cross the rest of the way like you were sitting in an office chair. Open your arms to the side. And let those knees fall to the side. And give me a supine twist. Slowly come out of this one, disentangle yourself, and we're going to get that on the other side. So cross that other leg over. Remember, you can just lift back. You might even stay here and just press against the thigh, or reach through the legs and breathe.
The other direction, please.
When you've had enough, let that bottom leg lower. Cross the top leg like an office chair. Open those arms out. Take that supine twist. Our last pose. Focus in on your breath as you prepare for your final rest. And start to generate a feeling of gratitude in your heart for taking the time to practice today. And with that, beautiful, come onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, kind of a mini pose here. Cradle just for a moment before falling into your final resting pose, where you simply breathe and be for the next 2 minutes. Gently begin to wake yourself up. Wiggle your fingers and toes as you blink your eyes open. Stretch your arms overhead. Try to make yourself an inch taller as you inhale. And as you exhale, roll onto your side. Hang out here for a minute. Before ever so gently, with infinite care, pressing yourself up to sit. And let's seal our practice by bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra and touching your forehead for clarity of thought, your lips for kindness of speech, and to your heart in gratitude for your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining Only in Sedona Yoga and sharing your practice with us. It is a beautiful day. We're so happy to be here. We originally filmed this show a few days ago, but it was so cold it came out terrible. I had frozen snot boogers dripping. It was awful, but today's a beautiful day here in Sedona. Lots of people out enjoying, even though it's a Monday. And we want you to enjoy. So if you want to learn more about the Sedona area, please visit us on our website, onlyinsedona.com. If you're interested in learning more about the mind-body connection and how yoga can help heal mental and physical ailments, please visit talktothemat.com. And again, we are donation supported in keeping with the Buddhist tradition. So if you have a little extra to spare, feel free to give through our websites or through it right here on the channel. And you can also help us out for free. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Our goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers. So help us do that by sharing these videos, hitting like, and letting your friends and family know. And with that, thank you again for sharing your practice with Only in Sedona. Namaste.